Hey girls, welcome back to part 2 of my StudioDeets reaction. If you haven't seen part 1, it will be linked down below. In this video, I'll be reacting to the second half of StudioDeets' video about the Discord leaks, as well as checking out the comments under that video. Before we get into it, if you like this video, please consider liking and subscribing. I would love to have you join this cozy little community. Now, let's get into it. Okay, so we are starting right where we finished off yesterday. And yeah, we are reacting to StudioDeets talking about the Discord leaks. And really at this point, they've said a whole lot of nothing, but we'll see what's to come.
That's it, and that's truly my involvement. That is the extent of my involvement in what happened with Rachel and Emily. I think that kind of concludes the chapter on my involvement with the Emily and Rachel situation.
So if you didn't see the previous part, what StudioDeets is saying is that they told Rachel after the fact that it wasn't a good idea, and Rachel's a big girl, so we shouldn't be holding any of them accountable for anything. Okay, now we're caught up.
That is her gig. I just knew about it after it happened, but before it, yeah.
We're skipping Corky Cam. I mean, I love dogs. Minnie Waffles is adorable. We're not covering it.
What do we want to talk about next? All right, now let's go on to, I think, maybe the screenshot that I was involved in. So,
can I just say that we are almost 20 minutes into the video before we even address anything that has to do with Deetz. So you've gotten 20 minutes of watch time before you actually talk about the main thing that you were involved with. Just checking. Just checking.
Okay, so timeline-wise, that comes after, was there a date on it? Hang on. This was pretty late in the timeline. All right, and obviously the drama had really kicked off because Obese to Beast is not what I would call someone who is one of the main reaction channels, because he also does other types of content.
I saw a post by somebody else, and I wish I had screen grabbed it, but what they were saying was kind of John from Obese to Beast has been a part of the community in the way that he has been for years. Literally had reached out to Amber years ago, offering her help. Like, they have covered Amber far longer than Deetz, for longer than they've been a reaction channel. So thinking automatically that you know better, like we're in Rachel territory. Yet again, we are smarter than everyone else in the room.
So I have been watching Obese to Beast for probably about, I don't know, maybe a year and a half, 2 years at this point. I think he's like a nice seeming guy. He's pretty kind overall to people. I enjoy his takes for the most part. I don't agree with all of them, but that's natural, and I don't have to. And there have even been times in the past where I thought that his videos really just didn't have all the information it should have had, given what he was speaking about. Like, it was really missing some of the context that should have been there, in my opinion. And so I've gone in and said exactly that. Like, hey, I don't think you were actually aware, but this also happened, kind of thing. I don't watch his channel all the time. I don't watch all of his videos, but I do watch a good amount of them. However, that doesn't mean I need to love all of his content.
Nobody says you have to love everything that somebody puts out. These are fair points. Had this been all the video was, I don't think that Deetz would be facing the backlash that they are. Like, this is fair, okay? I will agree. You don't have to like everybody. You don't have to agree with everybody. Just like I've been watching StudioDeets for, on and off since I think really the first video I watched of theirs was them going into Amber's original troll. Was sort of, I think, the first video of theirs where I was really interested in what Deetz had to say. And again, I don't agree with a lot of things that they do say or things that they have done. I'm not going around in private discords calling their videos crap. Like, there's a huge difference between being like, oh, this person got this slightly wrong, and being like, well, it's only 20 minutes and you can't go into the whole situation in 20 minutes, so this video's crap. That's what you did, Deetz.
Now, does that make it okay in hindsight looking at it? No, I don't love it. I don't love that I use that word. And if I had thought that this was a public facing thing, I would not have used it.
That's the point. That is the point. If I knew that people would see what I was saying, of course I wouldn't have said something nasty. Oh, what a lovely. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not a good pause for you. But you know what? Considering all of this, deserved. Okay.
I wouldn't have. However, I don't necessarily feel that it's that terrible to have an opinion about another creator's content. I didn't go after Obese to Beast personally. And honestly, I sit here on this channel, for the most part, doing exactly that. Is giving my opinions on other creators' content.
Yes, but what you show is super friendly Deetz, who's very soft spoken and has a corgi cam. And when things get tough, I do corgi deflection. La 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 la. Right? The point is that your mask was seen behind your mask. You took your mask off and you said nasty things when you thought no one would see it. And now people are trying to hold you accountable for being a mean girl. Stop it.
And so part of me is very much like, well, I don't know that having an opinion in a Discord on somebody's video is really any different than having an opinion on somebody's video on my channel. It would be a different story if I was attacking Obese to Beast as a person. I didn't like the way he looked. I didn't like the way he cut his hair. Or what city he lived in, or why he moved across the country. Making bad decisions, bad guy. Like, I never said any of that because I don't think it. Alright, Future Deets here once again, and it has come to my attention that people have mistakenly believed that I called Obese to Beast an idiot, which I absolutely did not do. The only thing that I said in any of these screenshots was that I thought a 20-minute video could never capture all of the information that had happened and gone on in this very complex situation with Rachel and Emily. That's it.
But somebody in the Discord called him popular idiot. So, okay, yes, you did not call him an idiot, but you replied to somebody calling him an idiot. All of these people are just doing everything they can to not take a single fucking piece of accountability. Like, my God. Gee. Whew. I am not an angry person, but this BS is nonsense. You are talking to the audience like we're stupid. You are doing what Amber does. You are doing what Rachel does. We are not stupid. Stop talking to us like we are stupid little babies who cannot wrap our minds around what you are saying. Respect your audience. Respect your audience.
I did not call him an idiot. Somebody else did, but it wasn't me, so I don't think I should be blamed for that language. It wasn't me. Let's focus on the things I did do. Did I do something a little bit rude? Yes, and let's talk about that. Since I wrote that, I have watched that video, and I still agree with that sentiment, to be perfectly honest. Do I wish I had said crap? No, I don't. I wish I had not. But again, I did. And so I do apologize for the fact that I use that word. It's not an...
Ladies and gentlemen, we officially have an apology. Isn't that wonderful? It only took us 23 minutes of rambling and saying it's not my fault. And we finally address the elephant in the room. Round of applause, please, for Deetz. Woo!
nice word. I could have definitely been nicer in the way that I stated that. However, at the end of the day, I would still state that same opinion, just deliver it a lot differently in person, right? So when I first saw the screenshot, that was shared with me on it and what I had said, I said, okay, let me try and see this from other people's perspective. Let's remove everything else from this storyline. What if I'm the tea? What if this thing that I said was all of the tea there was? That was the whole thing that Charlie's video was about. It was me saying this. How are people going to respond to that? And to tell you the truth, I just didn't see people having the reaction to that that you have now had, that people have had. So that's why I think I was really surprised when those comments and the DMs on Instagram really started coming in.
You were surprised because people were saying, hey, all of this has been coming out about Rachel and Hecticana and Jawbone, and you didn't say a word. You didn't say a thing. We would not have known that you were even a part of this Discord. Had this screenshot not come out, where yes, you are replying to somebody calling Obese to Beast an idiot and calling his video crap. Where are you the victim in this? Where are you the victim?
Calling me all sorts of things. Like, oh, damn, this is watching my subscriber count go down a lot. And I just, wow, damn,
Okay, so I want to be very clear here. Do not go after Deetz and say nasty, horrible things to them. I do not promote that. I am very against mean girl behavior. I really, truly do not think that you should be going after the people that are involved in this Discord and calling them horrible names and saying horrible things to them. If this is what is happening to you, Deetz, I apologize that you are going through a fraction of what Amber has gone through. Okay? You do not deserve to be getting hate. Like, if what is happening is you are getting truly hateful, bigoted things in the way that you're kind of implying, that's not cool. That's not fine. And I do not condone that. I'm going to be very, very, very clear about that. However, this is a fraction of what Amber has gone through, and I'm supposed to feel sorry for you. This isn't me defending Amber, but let's be serious. You are playing the victim here big time.
Oh, damn. And if there's any chance that Obese to Beast sees this video, I'm sure there is no way, because why would he? Obese to Beast, I am actually quite sorry that I used that language to describe one of your videos. It wasn't fair. It wasn't very nice. Okay, how do I want to wrap this up? Let's talk Fallout, okay? Let's talk about when I first saw that this information had leaked, when I first learned about it, and kind of what my personal reaction to it was. I learned about this, honestly, probably a bit later than it actually happened. At this point in my career here, I am not a full-time creator. I had less than 10,000 subs, and at this point, we have a lot fewer than that. I lost a lot of people, so it's their prerogative. I get it. I'm not complaining necessarily. I'm just saddened by it. I've just been a little bit slower to respond than maybe, a full-time content creator might be able to be.
Okay. I also am not a full-time content creator. Obviously, I'm a very tiny channel, but I also have a life and am a mom and work jobs outside of this, and so I get that YouTube is not always your first top priority. Stop being a victim. Stop. This is so pathetic. This is so pathetic. And I'm kind of shocked that I'm not really seeing a lot of other creators discussing this mess of a video.
I am open to criticism fully. I am an artist, and my entire life and career has been nothing but feedback. It's not a problem for me. But I do want that feedback to be feedback on what has actually happened, what I actually did, an action I made, something I created. And what I saw happening feels really disproportionate to my actions. The the feedback I've been getting and the types of comments I've been getting, they've been full of assumptions, false accusations, very unkind words. I don't need to talk about it at length. I just want to say it's really been disappointing to have this action, right? Sure, maybe you're disappointed in me. I get it. I do. For that to unleash the type of comments and accusations and slurs that have been coming at me has really just been very disproportionate and unfounded, honestly. Very, very disappointing, very hurtful.
Oh.
I'm not.
Listen, I've already said it. I'll say it again. Sending slurs and saying horrible things is not cool, and I don't condone that. However, you are in a community that says some of the most disgusting things about Amber and Foodie and the girls. And whether or not people listening think that those things are okay or not, I'm not saying that. But you know what community you are in. Why are you shocked that you are being held accountable and that people are feeling vitriolic towards you? Why are you acting shocked? This is such a pity party, poor me excuse of a video that is just pissing me off.
Trying to get out of accountability or your feedback in any way. I'm just trying to say I wish that the fallout and the feedback and the name calling and the whole response just felt more in line with the actions that I actually took, which was one kind of rude opinion about a video. It's just hurtful. It is. It's hurtful.
Boo-hoo. I'm sorry. I don't feel sorry for you. I don't feel sorry for you. Because this whole video has been you saying, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't my fault. I didn't know. I didn't know until after you guys knew. I didn't know until right before you guys knew. I didn't do this. I didn't do that. That's been the whole video. And then we get a tiny little blip of an apology to John. And then we get you crying about your privacy being violated and people being mean to you. So this whole video has just been a giant poor me, poor Deetz pity party, and it's pathetic.
I did choose this life, and I'm going to continue choosing this life. I enjoy making videos, and I really enjoy the production side as well as the storytelling part. Yeah, I guess I just want everybody to know that I have absolutely learned some things from this experience.
Good.
We'll move forward without so much naivete as far as, discords and how trustworthy I can be of people there. I will definitely consider all of the word choices I use moving forward. No matter what the audience or who the audience is, how large it is.
It's going to be pretty small.
Remember?
You keep losing subscribers, it's going to be a pretty tiny proportion of people that care about what you have to say.
I feel pretty beat up. I'm pretty exhausted. I don't know how much energy I'm going to have for the comment section, to be perfectly honest, in the next few days, but I did have some other videos I had planned to make today,
I don't care.
tomorrow. I don't know. I'm definitely going to be putting those off just a little bit while I, collect myself, regain some energy. So, I will see you soon. I hope that the things I have said have come across feeling authentic, because that's what they are.
No, not at all.
I am not trying to protect anybody. I am not trying to make excuses for anything. I am really trying to offer the full story with all the context of my experience, and I hope some of you stick around. I'd like to continue doing this. I have a lot of fun. Maybe we'll throw a real corgi cam in here. I did get some footage from the other day.
We're not doing dog deflection here, thanks. Are you almost done?
It was a really nice day. And if I do see you again, I look forward to it. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Okay, and we're going to stop here because I'm not going to let that dog be used as a pity deflection. So I thought it would be fun to finish off this video by reading some of the comments under Deetz's video. Accountability, everyone's favorite group project where no one did it. TLDR, I'm not sorry for what I said in the Discord. I'm sorry it was shown publicly. This is giving sorry I got caught vibes. Oh, here's one where StudioDeets actually responded 15 hours ago from the time of recording. So what I'm hearing is your privacy matters, but the privacy of those you can profit off of doesn't. Ding, ding, ding. That's exactly what it means. This loser doesn't care about violating the privacy of others, but sure does cry like a baby when it happens to them. This. And then StudioDeets replies, well, I have never once first leaked anyone's information. Have I discussed it after it's been online and published by someone else? Yes, I have. Just like every commentary or reaction channel. But never once have I leaked information myself. So no, I don't think that's a fair thing to say. And then I agree with this last person who says, oh, Deetz, this makes me so sad. Because the audience is seeing your true colors and they really aren't liking it. This new generation of reactors is just wild. Making Emily and even to some extent Amber sound reasonable is crazy work. I agree. It's a very uncomfortable place to be. Saying Emily and Amber almost sound reasonable is hearsay of the highest order. Fair. Right? I've been watching since the Michael B. Petty days, and this group of absolute muppets handing ALR the moral high ground is absolutely wild to see. Yeah, an OG here. Yeah. This is all nonsense. Back in the glory days. It's amazing seeing, it's absolutely insane seeing that these new wave reactors get big egos when they're covering lol cows. If you feel like any of this made a cat killer or abuser sound normal, you need help. Well, I mean, fair. I feel like my privacy was violated. I'm not defending Amber, but we all watch tons of, every comment basically is calling Deetz out. Oh, here's another reply from them. Let's see. Mop legs forever says, hello, I'm not even being mean, but how can you say your privacy was violated when you show texts that other people thought were private as well? And again, here is Deetz saying, never once have I leaked anyone's private information first. Do I discuss things other channels have shared? Yes, but so does every other reaction channel out there. I make sure to never do so myself. So yes, I do think my privacy was violated, just like I think Crystal's privacy was violated, but I discussed that. And I think Crystal should be angry at Amber. So still, after hearing all of these people's opinions, 15 hours ago, StudioDeets was still saying that they are the victim here. Yeah, we all know how Amber wipes. Nothing in Girl World is private. I miss old Girl World. Me too. And I'm somebody very new. I'm somebody very new, but I miss old Girl World where we didn't touch the poo and we just had a little giggle at the stupid stuff that comes out of Amber's mouth. All this privacy and violated talk. I don't ever want to see any of y'all react to private messages again. I swear to God. I agree with you. Yeah, it's all double standards. Yep, that, yep. She said she felt uncomfortable with it, not that it shouldn't have been revealed or that she condemned it. This is Amber talk and behavior from you people. Oh, this person I've seen around a lot. They're clearly a Deetz defender, studio or channel member. Yeah. So I feel kind of validated by knowing that I am not the only person who is super annoyed by this. So those are probably all of the comments I'm going to read, and I want to hear from you. How are you feeling about all of this? Do you agree with the other people in the comment section? Are you on the side of the people that think that StudioDeets is being silly and making themselves the victim? Or are you on the side of the people that are defending them in the comment section? I want to hear from you. Feel free to let me know down below. I love reading your opinions. I want this to be a place where you feel free to leave your opinions. And I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate you. I hope that you have a really good day. Bye.